No one knows these flames.
Governor Queenie, that's moving well out of downtown through Mississauga, Oakville, and Burlington. No troubles. If you're heading up to the Brampton Air northbound 410, a slight delay from north of Steeles to Williams Parkway, and that's just the slow fade away. Eastbound 401 and westbound 401, moving well across Toronto right now. Not funny slowdowns. Don't forget we have north and southbound 427 close between Highway 7 and
sleep cycle.
That's for long-term construction.
Wow, now check this out. Every night I'm leaning over sewers and say, you think I fucking hold this? And they, oh, I don't want it to fall. No, swing, swing, swing. Know where I'm at. I'm not worried about it. While I'm sleeping, the chain breaks. Is it the master link? No. Oddly enough, it's not the master link. It's right there.
During Toyota Red Tag Days. Visit DogValleyNorthToyota.com.
And I got bit under the foreskin by a bed bug. Can you believe that shit? You know how painful that crap is? Oh my god.
30 millimeters possible for most of the GTA.
Yeah, somehow while I was sleeping, some big fat fucking bed bug got under my foreskin and bit me. God damn.
Highs near 25 degrees for Saturday. The overnight
Yeah,
low
I'm not
tonight is
circumcised. I
20.
guess it was a strange way to let
Right
that
now,
out.
downtown Toronto is
Canada,
21
we don't
degrees,
do that.
cloudy sky, and same conditions at Pearson. 680
All
news
this
time.
time swinging over the fucking sewer grates and said there's a break. No, while I'm sleeping, just
Come true. The Ford government revealing it will put forward legislation
I never sleep
that
all
would
the way.
freeze rates
I
next
go
year for
unconscious for like
rent-controlled
60
units
seconds.
and possibly non-rent controlled units as well.
680's Richard Southern joins us with the latest.
Shinto
The
Abe
Ford
said
government is moving to freeze not
J.K.
only the
Rowling's
rents
giving
for
back her human rights award
rent-controlled
for some
units,
reason.
which were facing a 1.5% hike
Apparently
next year.
Canada got attacked by
It
one of Trump's
also wants to
advisors.
freeze
Not
the
sure
rent
that's
for
about some give a fuck.
non-rent-controlled
And the
units.
U.S. consulate
For the
saying, no,
many
we love
renting
Canadians.
a
Okay, Canadian
condo in the
sacrifices.
city, they could be facing a rent
Sacrificing
freeze
your
next
children to
year.
become
Now,
U.S.
while
soldiers.
this won't do anything to help those
They're turning
facing
Ontario into the
eviction, it is
United
certainly
States.
a notable move by the
Look at this
government.
protectorate
It could,
and
though, hurt
district and
landlords.
all this
They won't
bullshit.
be able to
They're
pass on
states.
even
They're
the
close
rate of
enough.
inflation in a rent hike.
Dependencies
The
and
province says
shit.
it will consult tenant and landlord groups.
Ontario's like the Isle of Man. This is where your money is, but you live on the other side of the border. And you got two bank cards. You come in, you scan your thumbprint, we give you a bundle of money, right?
A shooting in North York has left a
Oh,
man in
that
his 20s in hospital with serious injuries. It happened just before 6 o'clock this evening at Steeles Avenue West in Guion Spring Drive, just east of
Probably not
Kipling.
likely to
There's no word
locate
yet
the
on
links that
suspects.
opens.
However, eastbound Steeles.
I'm guessing this means there's now 298 links.
Stay with 680 for the latest on
whatever.
this developing story.
Yeah, I counted. There was like 299 plus the master link.
Suspect after two people were shot near Jane and Yorkwood's Gate. Officers were
Yeah,
called
these
to
two
the
are
area
friends.
to
How do I
report
fix
multiple
that?
gunshots around 5 this evening. They found
Yeah,
two
about
victims.
300 links.
One is a man in his 20s, and both suffered serious but
It's
not
fortune steel
life-threatening
too,
injuries.
so it looks like a rust, but the rust rinse off. It won't
Toronto
corrode
police
like I
have
think it's
issued a
fortune steel. I'm not
public
sure what this
safety
is.
alert after a
Shouldn't be.
12-year-old girl reported being stalked in Leaside. Police say their investigation began in early July. The girl said she was in the Eglinton and Laird area when she noticed a man in a silver or gray Jeep Cherokee following her as she walked. She says he followed her for several blocks. It happened several times since then on different days. According to police, extra patrols will continue in the area. If you have information, you're asked to
I
give
don't
them
know
a
where it
call.
is.
This is
If
680
you walk
News.
from
It's
Young and
8:35.
Eglinton
For
to
the
where?
second
To
time,
down
we're
to
hearing about
across
someone
you
getting
end up at
COVID-19
either
twice.
pay or
The
down
first
that
instance was
station
reported in
down
Hong
on
Kong
top of
3 days ago.
Jones.
This
Shut up,
time it
Lake
happened
Street.
in the U.S. 680's Phil
I used to live
Martino
at
with more.
Adela at Greenwood and Danforth before I
Alex
moved here. It
Reuters
was
is
right before I
reporting that a
moved here.
25-year-old Nevada man first tested positive for COVID-19 in April with mild symptoms, and then he became ill again in late
I
May. But this
expect all
time
you
around,
dogs to be
with
all
more
walking
severe
tonight,
symptoms.
eh?
It's the first
And
time
every night.
researchers in the
Keep an
U.S.
eye
have
out for this
identified
shit.
someone being reinfected. Here at
Here's the
home,
problem.
Premier Doug Ford
If
used
they
a
see
chart
us,
today to compare
here's the
Ontario's
problem. You're
COVID
never gonna
case
like
rate
pop
to
up on the
that
scene
of
and go, oh,
several
there's the
U.S.
guy
states.
following the girl, run up and catch you.
Ontario's
That's not gonna
rate
happen.
is
If they see you, they're gonna keep going. So
284
that's the
cases
best
per
we in our position
100,000
can do.
people. By comparison,
Occupy the block.
Illinois, which has a smaller population than
Occupy
Ontario, has a
the
rate
block,
of
nigga.
almost 1,800 cases
See, these are
per
my carpentry
100,000
squares.
people. Ford said
I
that
can
this
make
is
a
because of Ontarians
like all
doing
sorts of
their
different
part.
angles and shit with this.
So this just shows you, I want to thank the people of this great province. Nothing to do with the government. All we do is keep working away, but without the
See how
people
the angles
following
are
the
the same to make
guidelines,
a
the
90-degree
protocols,
angle,
and the
they
great
add up.
frontline healthcare workers and essential service workers, be it the grocery store clerks and the truck drivers, so on and so forth, this wouldn't happen.
The Premier says the high case rate in the U.S. makes a case for keeping the border closed, and that's exactly what has happened. The federal government is extending international travel restrictions by
I got
1
this one
month,
from
limits
Lynn,
will
and I
now
got
be in
this one
place
from
until
that
September 30th. Phil Martino, 680 News.
Ontario is asking the province's
It's
school
such a
boards to
simple
try
good
to
name.
spend
I think it's
$50 million
Quality
to
Jewelers or
upgrade their
something.
air quality in schools by this Thanksgiving. The request comes in a memo.
They've got a
sent to
variety
boards
of stuff.
by
They got a
the Ministry of
variety. You go in there, you're gonna
Education
find
this
something you like.
week. And some advocates say
Or maybe
it'll
not,
be
but just
difficult
you'll
to
be
meet
like,
that
I can see
timeline
the
given how the
attraction.
late funding was announced.
The
Premier Doug
Harley
Ford
Davidson
says
watches
boards
with the
will just
skull
have
on
to
it.
move quickly.
Take the Harley
If
Davidson
someone
logo off
had
and beyond
a
that.
warehouse or something, got to put HVAC in it, man, they get it done in a few weeks. So why can't we do that in schools? Everyone's going to have the money.
Now listen to this
The government
bullshit.
announced the funding for ventilation upgrades earlier this month. The memo also outlines best practices to improve air quality, including opening school windows to increase the airflow.
No, they want to install $1 million ventilation system and have it blow the air in a circle, ventilating outside air outside, and then you have no ventilation. Oh, the windows are open. Yeah, so what? That's not a continuous breeze being pressurized in any direction. You're getting all the exhaust from the window next to that window, you dumb fuck. Why you want to spend the money on ventilation? Look at these morons. Prop open all the fire. Oh, to get ventilation. All you can smell is crack smoke off the other floors because you all have the fucking doors propped open. Oh, look at us. We're homeless now because of a fire. Yeah, because you dumbasses keep doing that shit. Every building where the fire spreads to more than if it goes from one apartment to the next one, there's a hole in the wall. Period. Every bathroom is backed up to the next bathroom in every fucking building. So yeah, it will go right through that bathroom wall because it's drywall. And if you ever want to break into your neighbor's house, just smash through that shower, bro.
Finally,
Anyway, no, not the shower. I love the sink.
promote greater civic engagement and raise awareness around voter access.
Otherwise, it's impossible for the fire to come back out of the apartment. It can only go out through the window. It can't come into the
680
hallway.
News Time, 8:38.
What do they tell you every time? Oh, the residents were propping the doors open. And the owners turned off the ventilation every fucking time.
441 people to
Now, when I report it over and over, they do nothing. When I report the fucking door being bolted shut, they do nothing. When I put it on Twitter, it's unbolted instantly, and I get banned from the Toronto Fire fucking Twitter account.
While a worker was there,
Yeah, they did the job and then
COVID-19.
blocked me from their account. Oh, okay. I mentioned to the firefighters that respond that they keep turning the RTVs off. They haven't turned them off since.
So how often does that happen at any club or restaurant in Toronto? This man says, yeah, he's given a fake number a few times.
There's nothing says you have to tell the truth. You have to leave a contact number. Here's the number of President Trump. He is in charge of my division, and you talk to him. He will tell you where I am.
Coronavirus cases, and they will contact me immediately.
You want them to be able to find
I want them.
Public Health wants everyone to just download and use the
He's the
COVID
cool
alert
player
app.
with the Chinese girlfriend. You know, no, we're going to tell the truth.
I'm Mark Douglas. This is 680 News.
Now for the gas price update. Engro predicting the price will go down 3 cents at midnight to $1.04.9 a liter at most GTA stations.
680 News Time, 8:39.
Oh, and I kept talking about false narratives last night.
Country traffic on the 9
So,
with Colette
if you
Internet.
follow the link
And
at
this
the
report
end to
brought
the
to you by your
playlist
local
that goes
Ontario
upwards, the
Subaru
next
dealers.
video
Heading
after
north
this
on
one's
the
actually
400,
before this
everything
one.
is looking good. There was
Part
a
I forgot
crash
to
at
mention,
Mapleview, but
all those complaints of racism in the
police
school
did clear
obviously had to
before
happen when the
causing
schools were
delays.
open.
So right now it's
Oh yeah, ever
from
since the
Toronto
pandemic
up
closed
to
the
the Barrie
schools, my
area.
kids keep coming
And
back
if
from
you're
school
traveling
telling me
on
racist stuff.
Highway 27, no trouble
That didn't
at
happen.
all. It's moving
The
well.
parents are telling
No
the truth.
major
This shit's
delays up
happening in
to,
the schools.
Esher Road.
Yes. But the
And
media
if you're on the
didn't give a
Fort
fuck to
Erie
present it until they
QEW,
go, oh
the
look, the
Rochester Hill
pandemic
Parkway
is making
remains
kids
closed.
racist.
And
It's
that's
not
because
us.
there's
Our
a
kids are just
collision
magically
investigation
racist.
in the area on South
But they're
Service
not, this
Road
isn't happening
both
because of the
ways.
pandemic. This
Eastbound on the
happened
401,
last year,
looking good
or
right
you wouldn't
now
have the sound
through the
bites for
Durham
this
region
year because
out
there's no
to
way
Brighton. With Cottage
for
Country
this to be
traffic on the
happening when
9th,
the
I'm
schools
Colette
are
Desjardins.
closed.
Find all new value at your local Ontario Subaru dealer, starting with the turbocharged Subaru Ascent that seats up to 8. Hurry now.
So thankfully, my building's hot as fuck at all times with this 2 inches of styrofoam like a coffee cup on it. So
Time to crack
I'm
your
retarded. I don't know what I'm doing when I'm doing a place.
Getting
Oh,
it
you're
fixed
high-end
is quick
condo,
and easy.
concrete
With our online
from
booking
inside the
system,
hub.
you choose the location, date, and time that suits you
Remember, I
best.
watched your
It's that
building get
easy.
built, and I
If
would
you
not
have
move
insurance,
into it.
we'll contact your provider and take care of everything for you.
My building been here forever, and
Comes
you
with a
wouldn't move
lifetime
into it.
warranty.
So I don't know.
Visit
You
us
got
or
something
book
wrong
an
with you.
appointment at speedyglass.ca today.
So,
Conditions apply. Details at speedyglass.ca.
what else was on the news today? There was
It's 80 News Time, 8:41.
Time.
These idiots that present themselves as knowing stuff and being the one that's connected. I'm going to run for prime minister. All this other bullshit around here. Outside, oh yeah, my so-and-so was getting their test done. They said it felt like they were scratching the back of her eyeball. I opened up. In China, they've been using a better test than that for 8 months. That one pops false negatives and it won't show you the 146 new mutant strains. Does he say anything? No. Pretends it in there. Pretends it in there. Tries to tell me he knows more about being Micmac than me. More about the serve. I made $3,500. I can collect the serve. Well, it's 5,000 actually. He's telling me about what reserves exist and shit. Get the fuck out of here. I gotta go do some 7 steps to a warrior. It's like there's 7 grandfathers and all this other weird shit. No, there's 7 districts. 500 years ago, there were 7 districts. We've changed the police divisions out here 4 times in 20 years. You think fucking 500 years goes by? 7, 7, 7, 7, 7, 7, 7, 7, 7, 7, 8, motherfucker. 9, 10. Give a fuck. So obviously need to get some THC in me. I'm killing an hour till I go get my THC out of the bank machine. The automatic bud machine. But I do have all these sticks here. I want to see what this other fucking. Hold on. There's headlines on here. I try to ignore them, but here they are. Okay, so if I do, okay, there's the menu. So if I click plus, and then you're gonna go tell me that my connection's bad. No, okay. Okay, so how about I just read these? And I can't scroll down them because Google's smarter than everybody, right? Okay, so even what if I was interested and I'm trying to scroll down and I can't? Fuck it, I'll just click on these links. Coronavirus. Canada extending international travel restrictions, mandatory quarantine until September 30th. U.S. Embassy says it, quote unquote, deeply values Canadian sacrifices after Trump advisor attack. So you spelled advisor with an E, I'm pretty sure that's wrong, and you spell Canadian with a capital C, which I'm pretty sure is wrong, but I'm French, what do I know? Franco. Yes, I speak French. I'm French. I speak French. Remember, you're in grade 1 trying to learn the difference between being French, and speaking French from French. Yeah, fuck off. North Korea releases photos of Kim Jong-un to debunk claims he's in a coma. That's from 2 days ago. I don't update this every day. I don't let it update. Like, when I started up, these are yesterday's headlines because I don't update. I don't wait for it to update and shit. I'll see you next time. Oh, yeah. Vancouver's Trump International Hotel closes as operator files for bankruptcy. Yeah, we know. We got a Trump Tower downtown Toronto. Took 15 fucking years to get it started built. It's this fucking wide and 300 stories tall. Yeah, you're a fucking genius. It says Japan's Shinzo Abe praised by international leaders after announcing his resignation. I'm not sure what they mean praised by. I didn't hear that part. He's got a medical condition. It's somewhere in here. His gastrointestinal liver. So I got problems there too. Yeah. You see us looking all weak. If we were full strength, you would not be able to handle us. All right, this one again, I'm not so sure this about. It says J.K. Rowling returns Human Rights Award amid criticism for organization. And there are 2 women standing here, and they both look retarded and white with fake hair and fake everything. So I don't know which one's J.K. Rowling, and I don't know who the other one is supposed to be. And here's some bullshit about. It says Tom Cruise and Nicole Kidman. I don't know. I couldn't even tell you who Nicole Kidman is. Daughter. Oh, the vampire shares a rare blah blah blah. Why is this on my thing? People.com. Yeah, there was another one on here about shoes, motherfucker. Okay, and that one and this one must both be no, they're not. Since 2 days ago. Well, anyway, as Tucker Carlson justifies violence, Fox News is paying him $10 million a year. So I'm gonna just stop, dude. What time is it? Where? So it is 1:46 in the morning in Congo. Scary. I don't wonder what the fuck they're doing. You know what? I'm gonna put back on this. I keep saying the cops this. I'm pretty sure this is an arm. I'm pretty sure it's connected to the arm injury. You could say no, he did this to you. I don't know. Because he's going, oh, look what I did to you. But in court, it'd be like, oh, you were already hurt. So all I know is I can still knock you off with nothing, nigga. I ain't worried about it. Hey, how you like that virus? You laughed about being 19. You laughed about AIDS. You laughed about being 19. What about C19? Because it's not COVID-19. Capital C, small O, capital V, Corona, small I, coronavirus, D for disease, like AIDS, like tuberculosis infection compared to tuberculosis disease. Infection, you got the bacteria in you. Disease, you're never getting rid of it. They'll wall it up and build cells. I'm pretty sure that's what's happening with me, but I can't verify that. If somebody takes a sample, they put me in the West, and ever since then I had this weird cough and lumps that move around my body. Oh, couldn't be tuberculosis. I was only in a cell with 6 other guys with tuberculosis. That's how they do things. Like the cop pressing his dirty gloves into my open wounds. Oh, they were sort of close. Yeah, but you're dumbass. I don't know. Here, let me check my ID and my radio and my keys and the steering wheel. It's all good, man. I'll catch your body like a shitty lottery. You just won. Let me see your ticket. Double check the numbers. You did not pick it. It was a free. I can't say free. So look at the wicked. Because it's wicked. Wicked, yo. Sick shit, nigga. Shout out to lieutenants and generals, me be seeing on the block. I know you was there the whole time, like the rocks under the ground. Rivers running with no sound. I know how it seems, the bubbling streams of info. Everybody says that they are nympho. Really, I'm a nectar. I don't give a fuck. Pull out the map and the text, yo. Too far to run, yo. Nowhere to go. A place to go. Keep it beautiful, not yours to discover. That's why we changed it up like the beautiful. Niggas we is. I don't think you understand. This is not just a game. I ask you for life, and I expect you to comply from life. You wanna fuck people up? You see these people in their bubbles thinking they're special? And then when you look around, somebody help them. They start telling what to do. Call police? Emergency. Even if you call them, they ain't coming. Where are they? Oh shit, these bangers are the cops. My name, no one on these flames. Fucking Friday night, I ain't playing no games. I'm that West End chick that was raised in the lane. And yeah, you won't believe, pay up, just raise the fee. They call it, but they can't get a hold of me. She never leaves her home without her iPhone charger. Pulling up in the police on me. They show up before, but they wanna come around. I'ma ride this way, put the water right now. I'ma start this place to the fight right now. But I'm not done now. Fucking Friday night, where the fuck is everybody? I just wanna party, like I won the lottery. Fucking Friday night, where the fuck is everybody? I just wanna party, like I won the lottery. I just wanna Oh, there's more, but it's like, if you deal with Chinese or Jamaicans, you'll both understand. If you're a Chinese Jamaican, you know what I'm talking about. You gotta chill and talk for like 30 minutes to get to the fucking point of the matter, right? Like, nigga, what the fuck you want? No rush me, nigga. Am I joking? No. Fucking these fucking guys. Every fucking thing gotta be like a wait for this and a wait for that. When you see me talking to my friend, most important things in the world, you'll be standing there waiting for us to exchange information back and forth between us. We're talking about nonsense for 10 minutes. Walk away. You go, what the fuck just happened? We know exactly what the fuck just happened. Well, I just press back again. What the fuck? There's another track. Isn't that? I can't believe I got bit on the dick by a fucking bed bug. That's wrong. Okay, because when I had the fucking scabies and I used to, oh, don't put this on your genitals. Don't put your, I'm asking everybody why. Because it says don't do it. So I'm thinking if I do it anyway and something bad happens, they're going to be like, it said not to do it. I had 4 of these motherfuckers drill out through my dick all the way through in their holes. And this motherfucker bit me today. God damn. Oh, he's dead. Trust me. Unless he can breathe underwater. Fuck was he doing on my dick? Why is this not running, man? Okay, press play. What? Come on. Holy. Okay, that's enough. Yeah, I could be wrong either. I didn't look. I'm pretty sure that's a different picture. Do you look good in that one, bro? Holy. Why didn't I come to the concert thing there? Because you weren't headlining and there's a bunch of punks over there for a bunch of reasons. And I didn't know how to manage.
In the storm brews, I'm striking fast. Feeling sadness, like my past. Can't get too close, I get trash. My soul is dark, I wanna find its ass. I wanna hot beat, I might just pass. Running the class and these tricks are smashed. Got me tripping, really not existing in it. In the storm brews, I'm striking fast. Feeling sadness, like my past. Can't get too close, I get trash. My soul is dark, I wanna find its ass. I'm in the storm brews, I'm striking fast. Feeling sadness, like my past. Can't get too close, I get trash. In the storm brews, I'm striking fast.
Nigga from Ottawa, but I swear this sound like Queen Street West alleyway music. And I know what I mean when I had a good time on that trip like I've had. I get from here to downtown without touching the main street. Damn, bro.
Let me show you something, throw it all down. What's going on now? You don't get for me to fucking see you later. You a fist swimming, I'm an alligator in a hungry suit with a lunch of food, so I'ma take you out.
Watch,
I'm the Terminator, no fun. Forget the pain when I roll up. So low when it's so good. So low, so alone. I'm so hard, so bold, I'll feel so cold. I'm a road dog.
More THC in this than that nigga's weed. It's upsetting me, but it's true.
All the money trash, get these dummies mad, but it still got me feeling empty. Put them in a bag and then I get them dragging out, satisfy me plenty. I send a fury, shut the hell up, flurry to all of them who wanna hate me. Shit, now I'm worried cause I'm in a hurry to jeopardize my own safety.
You're a coffee shop woman gave me like 5 pairs of swag. That's the one.
Just let me think. I don't even know how to do it. Just let me think.
Both white. Yeah, she gave me like 5 pairs of socks.
Let me slow down, muscle hope now. I need a prayer. What's the hope now? I don't know how I can cope now. This isn't fair. Push the dope now.
So some of these idiots, not call them idiots, but whatever, separate from why they're idiots. They're idiots for a bunch of reasons. Some of these idiots blow all their cash in the coffee shop. Fine, but well, that's not what they spend it all on. But in terms of buying food and nutrition, and then when they got nothing left because they blew it all in booze and drugs, they had, like, in their head it's like, well, they put all their money into this or that. The woman don't judge me for not spending all my money there. She knows when she don't see me, I'm buying food and groceries and stuff and trying to stay the fuck out of trouble, but she still see me run around the parking lot at the night. It's not like she go, oh, you buy coffee at the grocery store. No, she knows I'm trying to budget my money. She's in the business of selling coffee. Now, we all bought all our coffee there, it'd be like 10 cents a cup. If we all bought every fucking cup there. That ain't gonna happen right now. And this whole economic situation fucking everything up. Because this issue on my block did not start with some COVID thing. Regardless of when we say COVID started, I've been actively trying to watch out for this place since like October. Well, I was already watching out, but like, what happened? Temperature got like it is now. All these crackheads started hanging out inside instead of out on the corner. The whole time they're out there, they're not buying nothing most of the time. She's exceptionally tolerant because she understands the balance. Some of these people are spending some of their money here. They're friends with other people. The old blind guy don't get to pick who's willing to go into the store for him or sit talk to him. You know, you can't go, oh, I don't deal with these type of. He can't fucking see us. If some crackhead's gonna look out for him, that's how it's gonna be. So yeah, even the crackhead bitch I got an issue with, if she goes in the fucking store and gets the man his coffee and orange juice, and guess what? At that moment, me and her ain't got no issue. She take 1 penny from him is gonna be a problem, you know. Do I go tell him, oh, you can't hang up with him? No, oh, you shouldn't sell coffee there. No, that's not my business. So anyway, they stopped having all the students that were working there, which means it's the owner here from morning to night. So it ain't 6 to 10 no more, because that's what, 16 hours? Yeah, it went from like 7 to 7, and that's been one thing after a fucking other. The old Chinaman, Korean man, whatever, that used to run the coffee time here, he got a bad attitude. And I can understand why. You've been at this corner for fucking ever, right? I can understand. They went from 24 hours to reduced hours to we're going to close. You hear how quiet it is out there? When I came in, it was busy as fuck. And this is Friday night. You got to watch, because at midnight, all these people's money comes in. There's a BMO over here. It don't matter which machine you use, right? But people on fixed incomes tend to go use their same machine over and over because they know if it'll be open or not. They know what the fee will be. Should be zero unless your bank and you use too many, whatever. That bank, 12:01 a.m. they're going to be a lineup. Every BMO in the city, we've seen it all over. Bank of Montreal has always done exactly 1 minute after midnight. You see this whole block, right? So I can hear the bus engine. Oh, let me not feel good. So anyway, one thing leads to another. The idiots here pissing at the fucking back of the coffee shop. I'm gonna fuck them up. But apparently, this is such a standard in this neighborhood. I don't know about everywhere, but I guess maybe it's Canada. Anybody who's been to jail, anybody who's been home, you don't piss right next to the door of the fucking place where we get our food from, especially when there's a roof overhanging, and you could just walk 2 feet away, and the rain would hit it eventually, or further away, preferably. All these little things there. I'm getting upset. Oh, let's see the updates.
Friday, August 28th. Good evening. I'm Alex Woodfield.
And good evening. I'm Carmen Donahue. Here's what's making news right now.
So anyway, I don't want the woman to have to walk from the side all the way to the fucking dirty building entrance here, covered in bird shit and stuff to bring the garbage. I bring the garbage. If she puts it on, I see it. I bring it. And that way she doesn't. 7, 8 o'clock, all these assholes disappear. Because all the people that might be halfway decent, oh, coffee shop's closed, let's get out of here.
One man is left with serious injuries.
Clusty's down here. Yeah, all we need is for her to get assaulted or robbed or anything. Give her a disease or something. What if she drops her keys, picks them up, just bird shit on them backs? And anything could happen. No. We're not going to have this happen here. We're not going to have these dumb little things here. We're not going to allow it.
Big Friday to end a huge week for Wall Street.
You see guns and clips talking to each other on the street corners. You're shocked. We've been doing it this way since 1991 or some shit, eh?
680 News Time. time 9:01.
Traffic and weather together on the ones. Here's Christine Langos.
Thank
You
Alex.
must
And
remember.
collisions and construction. That's what we
Project
have going
Original
on tonight.
Bloods,
First of all, on the
Parkdale
westbound
Crips,
Gardner West
Pelham
to
Park Bloods.
Jameson,
There's
there's a
like
crash.
1,
It's
2,
sitting
3.
on
They
the
can
right
just bang,
shoulder,
bang, 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 bang. It needs to
causing
be
a bit
all.
of a visual distraction. It's worse though once you get onto
All
the
you new
westbound
jack
GW.
sets coming out.
It's
You
jammed
under
from
30. I don't want to
Mississauga
talk to
to
you because I don't know
approaching
who the
Erin
fuck you
Mills
are.
Parkway, where the two right lanes are blocked
Straight
because
good.
of a
Like, if
collision.
I don't know what the
So
fuck, like,
only the left
seriously,
lane
don't
is
act like
getting
we all of
through
a
this
sudden friends
area.
and
You'll
shit.
find a minor delay here. Once you get to Erin Mills Parkway itself, everything is wide
Who the
open.
fuck
But
knows
if you want
this?
to avoid delays, you can use Dundas or the Lakeshore instead. And after that construction, it started
He's a
up
real nigga,
eastbound
old
401
school,
at the
whatever. You're
Allen
gonna
and the
know how
Express in
things
the
are
right
and how
lane.
things aren't.
And on
This,
the
oh, we
northbound
must be buddies now, and I don't know who the
ramp to
fuck you are
westbound
now. Like,
401, we've got the right lane closed for
we could
construction.
be peaceable or not, but don't act like we already know each other and shit.
North and southbound
I'm
427
gonna come for the
between
streets, the
Highway 7 and
gangbangers.
Zenway,
They don't know
closed
this
up, and that's
duplicate
for
guy.
long-term construction.
Whoever the fuck
Westbound
this
Steel
duplicate
still
guy
closed
is,
from
he don't
Islington
run in
to
the
Kipling
street to
for a police
gangbangers.
investigation. It looks like a collision
And if
that's
he was a
finally
typical
cleared from
crackhead,
southbound Woodbine
oh, he wouldn't
from
live this
Rockwood to
long and still
16th
look like
Avenue.
me.
Everything
He
has been
wouldn't still look
reopened.
like me.
But there is a collision and police activity affecting north and
I already have like
northbound
no
road
body
at 14th
mass.
Avenue. Your
Little
next
crack
report is at
cocaine be to that,
9:11.
man.
And now with the
Jesus.
forecast, here's Denise Andriachi.
A few scattered showers and the chance
I
of
got two
isolated
broken chains.
thunderstorms
This is
through
not
the
the way
evening
things
and
supposed to
overnight
go.
tonight. A gloomy start to Saturday. Showers are possible through the early part of the day. Highs near 25 degrees tomorrow. The overnight low tonight is 20.
We're close to that overnight low. It's 21 degrees right now. Overcast sky at both Toronto Pearson Airport and here in the city. 680 News Time.
What about Billy Bishop?
Stability
You
is
mean
coming.
TCCA?
That's the message from the Ford government today as it announces 1.6
I mean, Anlin's Point Stadium where Babe Ruth
kept
made
in
it.
the
Oh,
break in
never mind.
2021.
Throughout the pandemic, tenants have struggled to make their monthly payments. Now the
No,
premier
we haven't.
says one thing they won't have to worry about is a rental increase next year. 680's Richard Southern takes a look.
Settled that. He told you all to fucking listen up and you didn't. Now you all get to pay your 2%, 3%, whatever.
It says it'll present legislation this fall to freeze rents for pretty much everyone. They're moving to freeze rents for rent-controlled units, which would have been facing a 1.5% hike next year, but also freeze rents for non-rent-controlled units, like new condos. It's certainly a move that could upset landlords who won't even be able to pass on the rate of inflation.
Which means today you can jack the rent 1,000%, no one can say
That's the reason why
anything.
the Ford government put this news out on a Friday night, when the government usually tries to sneak bad news out. The province
No.
says it will consult with
That's not
tenant and
true.
landlord
You're
groups
again
to ensure
labeling
that
it the
bills
government.
stay balanced.
But they didn't say the Doug Ford government.
680 News.
Because
Time
Doug
now.
Ford government ain't known for
Once
that.
again reporting a little over 100 new cases of COVID-19. And after months of not being allowed to leave their homes, long-term care residents have now
Listen
been
to this
given the green
bullshit.
light to go on some outings. Here's 680's Phil Martino now joining us live. Phil.
Alex, the Ministry of Long-Term Care says following the advice of the Chief Medical Officer of Health, effective immediately, long-term care residents
You
can
can see me
spend
calm
time
down.
away
Just
from
see
their
it.
long-term care facilities for day trips or overnight stays. It's welcome news for Toronto mother to Irene Lim,
No, there
whose
were
mother
people on the
is a resident
psych
at
ward,
Kensington Gardens
the
long-term care home.
psychiatric ICU, not the normal psych ward.
For my mom to be able to come out because she's been there cooped up for so many months. So we're really excited about it.
How you people treat your old people, eh? I like the way the Mexicans and Chinese do it. I don't like the way you white people do it.
The ministry
You don't have to have the
says
mask on, 'cause that's
stay
somehow the issue.
absences, homes must provide
Oh, they'll be
residents with a
screened when they
medical
come back.
mask to be worn at all times while outside the facility. And
But nothing says they have to give you a clean one or not touchable
But they're
sites.
not required to be
Screen.
tested to self-isolate when they return. Now, temporary
So what use is
absences,
that?
that means if you're staying away from the home overnight,
It's the
then they'll be
perception
required
of
to
security, not
self-isolate for
security.
14 days when they return to the facility. Phil Martino, 680 News. 680 News Time, 9:05. We have breaking news from North York, where a man in his 20s is now in hospital facing serious injuries due to a shooting.
good.
It happened
He's
just
under
before
30, he
6
got
this
shot, he
evening
did
at
something.
Steeles Avenue West and Gihon Spring Drive, just east of Kipling.
You guys getting mad at 16-year-olds shoot people up? Stop molesting people acting hard out there. They fuck you up, right?
For the investigation,
Because
but
kids
the
don't
roadway
they don't
has now
fucking give a
reopened.
fuck.
And
I see
Toronto
right
police
from
now
wrong.
say they
See
found
trying to
a
kill
second
me.
victim
Barely
in the
alive
shooting
now.
near Janet
Bang.
in Yorkwoods
You're
Gate.
done.
One of the victims, a man in his 20s, his injuries are considered non-life-threatening. The other, Also,
Yeah, don't go get him again. Don't go get him again. You people thought I was making that shit up. What were we talking about the last week? Oh, wow, the same guy got shot at 2 different shootings.
680 News Time at 9:06.
Well, we don't really want to talk about it. He's known to police.
A loaded handgun and drugs. York Regional Police say an officer conducted speed enforcement stops on a motorist in the Highway 7 and 9th line area around 10:30 last night. Cocaine, fentanyl, and a loaded firearm were reportedly found inside the vehicle. 19-year-old Chanel Price of Oshawa and 19-year-old Lawrence Bruce of Markham are facing over a dozen charges, including possession of a restricted firearm with ammunition and possession of cocaine for the purpose of trafficking.
This is 680 News. Toronto Public Health is struggling to contact trace hundreds of customers.
All you could ever catch me for possession of cocaine with a proper prescription.
A few customers.
Go ahead, nail me for that.
Contact information. 680's marked
and it'll prove the doctors won't write the prescriptions for the drugs I'm supposed to get.
Downtown tested positive for COVID-19. Toronto Public Health had to find 441 customers who were there at the same time. They've only found 157 so far. That's only about 1/3. The official statement from TPH says the club was not maintaining a complete log for contact tracing. This highlights a big problem with contact tracing.
Yes, no, there's two ways to do it. Yes, they were, but 300 of those people get fake names and addresses.
Keep the private information private and give them fake information?
Yeah, sometimes, but I just give the real information anyway. Yeah.
Why?
Because it's a virus. It's deadly.
Public health is.
Because it's a virus. It's dead. You see how people that are legit think they're not worried about you stealing. Oh, you're going to send me junk mail? They're worried about fucking dying it, or better than that, spreading, being a vector to somebody else dying.
9:07. We're learning more about the events leading up to the deadly shooting during Tuesday night's protests in Kenosha, Wisconsin. Alex Perez,
we're learning more. Yeah, some white boy thought he was hard.
He's
going to learn what hard is.
Now charged with homicide for allegedly killing 2 and injuring 1 during Tuesday night's protest.
Yeah, it was like an unauthorized killing of a Negro, right?
Videos at about
you pay a $50 fine?
Armed with an AR-15 assault rifle outside a car shop, traveling from nearby Illinois, explaining why in one clip.
We're protecting from the citizens and I got pepper spray. So you guys are full on ready to defend the property? Yes, we are.
Rittenhouse has been arrested on multiple.
Listener line to comment on 680 News. Please leave your comment for the news director that will not be used on air now.
So this Little House or whatever dude that got caught shooting people up, I ain't got a comment on that. We all feel shitty about that. The AR-15 is a civilian. I said AR and it cut off. You see that? Oh, is it muted? That's why. Did I not unmute it? No, yes I did.
Thank you for calling the 680 News listener line. Please leave your comment that may be used on air now.
The Armalite 15 civilian sport rifle was on the market for 7 or 8 years before the military agreed to upgrade it to be a military weapon. It is not an assault rifle. No version of the M4 or M16 is an assault rifle. All AK-47s and Canadian C7s, C8s are, but the AR-15 is not. It stands for Armalite. That's the name of the company that made it. And they don't stand for assault rifle because that's not a thing. AK, Automatica Kalashnikova. Okay, so have a good fucking night, pussies.
Thank you. Goodbye.
But that might have been me not pressing mute when it cut off. If it picks up silence for 3 seconds, that might. I thought I pressed mute.
This report brought to you by 407 ATR. Well, if you're leaving for the country right now, you're in for a good drive, especially on the northbound 400, anywhere from Toronto all the way up to the Barrie area. No complaints on the 400 to Barrie Sound. And if you're on Highway 11 through Aurelia, Gravenhurst, it's been trouble-free. Haven't heard of any problems. Right now in Port Perry,
I'll just say hi to all my people.
Highway 7A in Port Perry, we've got single lane paving, but
Animal.
through that area. Talked to Hamilton Police, and we still have that ramp closed from Fort Erie bound QEW to Centennial Parkway. It's closed because
You all thought Howie Mandel was some weirdo. He's a germaphobe. That's funny to watch because he's a germaphobe. But what he's saying is funny because you idiots aren't catching the message. That's the humor.
35-115, heading northbound on the 35-115, especially on
Yeah,
the
you from
115
right here
after
too,
being
nigga.
Peterborough, it was up to speed.
You're a little paranoid of disease, maybe. You're one of the few people you won't be afraid to get close to right now, though. He will maintain the social distance, don't worry.
Donation to United Way and GTHA hospitals. Learn more at 407
He's gonna be handing him a joint. He's gonna have like barbecue tongs and like a fucking one of those face shields for doing CPR.
$1.04.9 a liter at most GTA stations. The TD Insurance decreasing deductible for the greatest drivers on the road. Like Steve, who resisted his tantalizing meatball sub the entire ride home. Or Anika, who just ignored that incoming text message. And Jason, who checks his blind spot every single time. This is for you. The TD Insurance decreasing deductible. You could reduce your deductible by 10% each claims-free year. Learn more and get a quote at tdinsurance.com. Conditions apply.
680 News Time 9/11.
Traffic and weather together on the ones. Here's Christine Langos.
This report is brought to you by Eagles Nest Golf Club. On the westbound QEW approaching Erin Mills Parkway, problems have been cleared away. All lanes have just reopened. It's still heavy from approaching Mississauga Road over to Erin Mills Parkway, but now all lanes are getting through. And we still have a small crash on the westbound Gardner west of Jameson. It's sitting on the right shoulder, just causing a bit of a visual distraction, but otherwise, really no troubles on the
Get that out of my sight. What is that, a Kia?
Construction in the right lane, and at the Allen in the collectors, we have construction in the left lane there. On the northbound 427
I'm a car guy, but I know what a Kia Sophia is.
the right lane is closed for repairs.
I don't know. I don't know. Never heard of one. Never seen it. I don't know.
Construction is long term. Problems have been cleared from Steeles and Islington. All lanes have been reopened. However, we have a collision and police activity affecting northbound Markham Road at 14th Avenue and eastbound 14th Avenue at Markham Road. All lanes closed. If you're traveling in the eastbound direction.
The AR-15 is a civilian. It's a sport rifle. It's invented by Eugene Morrison Stoner. Now, as much as a firearm armorer might see the future and potential of a weapon, I don't think he saw exactly what happened here was going to happen. I don't think so. I think Kalashnikova and Ezekiel both had a bigger idea of what was going to happen. 7 years that rifle was on the market. They offered it to the U.S. Army.
30 to 50 kilometers an hour through Saturday morning.
Why? Because it was a pop gun rifle out of the Sears catalog. That's why. That's what it was.
And then lots
it's
of
not a
sunshine and clearing for Sunday. High near 23.
It's like, I got a Magnum 454 and all you got is 22 Derringer. It's like, yeah, but that Derringer killed presidents and kings, eh? Like, a gun is a gun is a gun. But say, this one's way worse than that one. Really?
2020 F-150. It's great for work.
There's people with 50 caliber helicopter guns in their houses and housing projects. I'll tell you something. You can't pick it up and use it. They have it. So what? What's it called? $8 a bullet or some shit?
Selected on a new 2020 F-150 Limited. Visit your local Ford store or Ford.ca. Real Ford owners have been compensated for their time.
They like to tell us anything fully automatic. Well, the term fully automatic. Anything that's a rapid fire. Today is usually called a fully automatic, the way the mechanisms work. The revolver's semi-automatic, it's fully automatic. Yeah, the semi and fullies are different type of mechanism than a revolver. What else is there? There's drum feed, belt feed type things. Sorry, there's drum magazines. The Gatling and Hotchkiss guns, you turn a crank, there's a big hopper on top, the bullets fall into the barrels rotate, there's 8 of them. So they pop, 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 pop. It has, the barrel has
Mostly cloudy,
What
21
is that, a
degrees.
1 out of 8 beauty cycle or whatever? The barrel has enough time to cool off so it don't melt.
Here's what's making
It was in the 1830s.
Rent freeze. The Ford government announcing
You used them on
plans to
us.
table legislation that would
They tell us today we're not supposed to have fully automatics because that's not what the First Amendment is about, or Second Amendment.
The province says it will
Fuck
consult
what your
both
amendment
tenant and landlord groups to
The
ensure that the
Constitution
bill
only
is
exists as long as there's
And the
us to
province
enforce it.
also
So
announcing
watch.
long-term care residents can now go out for the day or overnight stays. Health officials mandating, however, that residents must wear masks throughout their entire trip and that the family and friends they're staying with have proper physical distancing
Okay, that makes no
measures put in
sense
place.
because the mask is to prevent them from spreading stuff out of the home, not back into the home. They have to wear a mask when they come back for 2 weeks. No? Like, I don't understand the reason. Oh, we have a bunch of rules.
For all these stories and more, you can head over to
That makes no sense.
680news.com.
Now 680 Sports from Sportsnet.
Oh, let's hear this. Let's hear this.
Here's Colin Teskey.
Blue Jays and Orioles from Buffalo beginning game 1 of a 4-game set.
Orioles from Buffalo. Wait, what?
Junior's bat also remained red hot. He extended his hit streak to 10 games.
I knew where the Orioles were from until you said that.
The Blue Jays
Buffalo.
3-2, but he gave up the tying home run, a
Not
solo
Boston,
shot to
Orioles.
Renato Nunez. And Romano having to leave the
I
game.
can't remember watching the
with
game
a
between them two since like the fucking 80s and
all-time
90s.
3. Anthony Bass now into pitch for the Blue Jays. Listen on Sportsnet 590, The Fan, and watch.
Why y'all
on
playing games?
Sportsnet.
Don't y'all see
Meantime,
some
Milos
serious
Raonic
or
on the finals in Cincinnati after defeating Stefanos Tsitsipas in straight sets. The Raptors are back in action, beginning their second-round series against Boston Celtics on Sunday. That's a 1 p.m. tip-off. And elsewhere in the NBA, the Clippers and Mavericks will play right after the Raptors and Celtics. And that'll be followed up in the late game by Canadian Jamal Murray and the Nuggets, looking to avoid being eliminated by the Utah Jazz. They trail that series 3-2. NHL will start on Saturday. Bruins and Lightning kick things off.
You leave that GPS on forever. It's just receiving. Your Bluetooth's going to kill your battery. Your phone won't tell you nothing.
Again at 7 p.m. And the late game's got the Golden Knights taking on the Vancouver Canucks. Sports at 15 and 45.
Now, see, this is what bothers me.
Or anytime at sportsnet.ca/Solidani.
Oh, maybe you can't
680
see
News
that.
Time 9:17. Hockey season is back at Tim's. Time to turn those work-from-home beards into playoff beards and start collecting Tim
To the right, to this side of the screen is dark. That's where nighttime is. I don't know what it's using to set nighttime and daytime and shit.
Not valid on delivery orders.
Summer. For
So,
many, their favorite
6.
season. Jeep. For many, their favorite SUV. Now you can enjoy these two popular pastimes
Whoa, what are
together
you fucking
at the
doing?
Jeep Summer Clearance Event.
What the
With
fuck?
employee pricing plus on select Jeep models along with 0% financing.
I'll
for
throw it out the
84
goddamn
months.
window, man. I don't give a fuck.
$2,000 loyalty
You're
bonus
not gonna
cash for
prove
current
no point to
finance and
me,
lease
bro.
customers. The Jeep Summer Clearance Event. Your two favorite things.
Hey, where'd I find it? Yeah. So if you got software in the back, you didn't get permission to do it to me, or you're gonna reuse a wiretap like they used to. What did that get people? They all smoking crack and sucking dick
Luther
now.
King
ain't they?
Jr.'s I Have a Dream speech. The demonstration, dubbed the Get Your Knee Off My Neck March, gathered in front of the Lincoln Memorial to
Don't listen to that bullshit. Get your knee off my neck. What's all this asking and begging and pleading? Kings and generals don't do that. Chiefs and captains, I guess you would say. So it's Saturday morning in China. I think they'd be playing China. I don't want to hear all that shit right now. So I already heard it about an hour or two ago. Shinzo Abe and all these things. Oh, they're going on and on the news that somebody actually tested positive twice. It's happened again. So we knew that in February. Wasn't it February? March, something. While back, April, I don't know. In Korea, yeah. So the one guy infected 85 people in one night at going club, like different karaoke clubs. And is that a stereotype? All I know is where all the karaoke clubs are here, all the street signs say Koreatown on the top. So Oh yeah, what you people call racism, like calling this part of town or that part of town by the culture is like somehow wrong. Toronto, we make it official. The business improvement area puts in requests and they put it on the top. It'll say like Dundas and then Italia or or just Dundas, yeah, Corso Italia along College or whatever. You got it all on the sign. There's no bullshit in here. This is where these people settled and this is where they want you to know they hang out. Think they're afraid? The thing with Canada, these people all come here to regroup and say, no, we're not dead. Here we are, cocksuckers. That sign not to fucking bother you and me. It's to piss off the fascists somewhere else. Not only are we still alive, look, we got our name up on the fucking street sign. That's what that's about. You don't see Dutch whatever on the signs. You don't have to. There's like Holland Marsh and Holland Landing. Okay, it's already there. Fucking the Queen Street, King Street, and all these York and New York, all the there's the British influence right there. Look at Nova Scotia. Okay, you got Latin names for fucking Scotland, all these different places represented here. All the kids that grow up banging in the streets here know this. We know this. It just didn't get as extreme here as it got in BC. That's why you got UN and IS out there. Oh, here you got cliques made up of independent Crips and Bloods and Warriors running things like assault and battery, running through your neighborhood in cliques of 3. You know what the fuck I'm talking about? You think because you took one of them out, that's it? It's over? Nigga, I'm living in a blood neighborhood. You thought things was fucked up for me? You don't know what's going on. I didn't know it was a blood neighborhood. I thought, it's good. I want to get close to possible. I don't know how to get in that building. I'll get in this building right next to that building. The Crips in Parkdale are basically said to have been based out of West Lodge. It's basically true. Privately owned complex by the Wynn family, W-I-N-N. So at one point, they had 20 years worth of work orders, or $10 million worth, or however the fuck they work it out. And they had an order on the buildings that they could not increase the rent till they dealt with them all. So, okay, so they dealt with all the old ones, did not work on any new ones whatsoever for like 10 years. They got backed up all the new work orders. Did all the old work orders, the province let them double the rent overnight. Bang! All the rent increases in one shot. Property managers get caught with at least 8 interconnected units growing weed. 8 units you could be renting out to people. You're not. You're growing weed. And then you're charging how much for it? Why do you think we took that over? Niggas get fucking home invaded and tied up to chairs and jump off balconies to get away from us. Ain't no joke. Real Toronto, 2005. Yeah, so when they were talking about that had happened in the 90s and early 2000s. That had already happened. That was a history of already happening by that point. It ain't some shit no, it happens now that we're here doing it. No, that's what we grew up with. Pelham Park is, Pelham Park, which is a Toronto community housing community. I guess it's a building, but it's houses and shit. Look all around it. There's industrial and private housing and all sorts of shit. It's not just one fucking thing. Me and Meshach grew up in city home buildings. Yeah, it sounds the opposite. No, I live in private. I don't know where the fuck he's at. That's not my business. I don't concern myself with it. I have to keep track of my people. We know who we are. I don't want to live in your subsidized. You got so many different misrepresenting income to your. That's what the notice from them pointing at my fucking eviction notice. The form says misrepresenting income on a rent gear to income unit. Fucking hell. For every fucking program they've had to give somebody extra money for the rent or whatever, I've been eligible for every single one for multiple criteria. Never got nothing from them. If you get yourself off the street, these people got nothing for you. 20 years of this shit. These people acting like, oh, we help people get off the street. You know, people get knocked the fuck out. Why these people got to be told they're not allowed to wear perfumes and shit? No, you don't understand. These people know exactly who I am. They've been told repeatedly, don't even acknowledge my existence because I'm patient X that they use to get their funding. This woman doing everything she can to talk to me all the time. Finds out that when I tell her myself I have acute chest syndrome with sickle cell, she's going to prove a point and test it by spraying perfume all over walking up to me. I tell them to back the fuck up. They're not getting in the elevator with me. She steps closer. I look, I see which elevator's going. Oh, it's the one with the broken fan. You can take it. Yeah, she thought she was pushing me out the way. Hello. Haven't seen her. So, I don't know. These people are fucking monkey. Yeah, they told her to fucking leave me alone, eh? By the way, all these beautiful black women walking around with the mask on make me think I'm in a hospital again. I'm just waiting for my medicine and my sandwiches. Come get your shot and you can have your sandwiches. Okay, I'm hungry. Thank you, Mom. They all remember me. Why are you in here? Yeah, I know. It's...
On the road now to get my dough now, and I don't care who the roast now, who a ghost now, I don't know now, but I'm prepared. On the move, I got on my group. I look at me and then I look at you. You lived a lie, hurt deep inside. God damn, no, ain't that the truth. I'm about to smash the roof so you can watch and see. From now on, nobody's stopping me, and I'm serving you with this big spear, showing off my generosity. Losing sleep.
You should operate under that old police station. What we should do.
I love a street, I'm like a deck of courtesy, shuffle around a mall.
What's in there now? Squatters and junkies, right? What are we? We're gonna go kick us out? Alright, let the junkies have it back there. People that are all 70, 89 years old don't know where the police station went. The building's still there. They don't know where the cops went. Hey, it's blue and black. It's close enough to identify.
Best believe it's been fire since. I'm a beast around the house. Is that a white guy can spit? Discipline and I ain't getting shit until my wrist get bent. I'm a stubborn fuck and I tried my luck, but thank you though just for listening. Just let me think. Just let me think. Everything just needs. I don't even know why they Just let me think. But they gon' love it. Trust me. Just let me think. Been on the low now, not slow down, lost some hope now. I need a prayer. It's the Pope now. I don't know how I can cope now. This isn't fair. Push the dope now. I'm on the road now to get my dough now. And I don't care who the roast now, who a ghost now. I don't know now, but I'm prepared. Just let me think. Am I crazy? Am I crazy? Man, just let me think. Gotta move it. Gotta move it. Just let me think. Gotta move it. Get this money, bro.
Friday night, where the fuck is everybody? I just wanna party, like I won the lottery. Fucking Friday night, where the fuck is everybody? I just wanna party, like I won the lottery. I just wanna party, like I won the lottery. I just wanna party, like I won the lottery. Fucking Friday night, where the fuck is everybody? I just wanna party, like I won the lottery. Where you at? Hit me up with a money, what is that? Get this paper, get this cash. No, we here. With my niggas in the trash, put it in, flip it quick, get it back, add me up. With my niggas in the room, cleaning up, sweeping up with a broom, run it down, run it down, run it down. Double cup, double cup, double cup. So I got a couple racks today. Didn't think I'd make it, but I made it back today. Cashing out in the bag every day. Put in work, getting paid.
So, there's been no rain in weeks. But all the sewers is draining just fine.
Just got off the plane, juice all in my veins, 6 buzz in my name, no one on these flames. it's fucking Friday night. I ain't playing no games. I'm that West End chick that was raised in the lane. And yeah, you won't believe it. Yo, just raise the fee. They call it, but they can't get a hold of me. This be Friday BT. Raise a bar for the sea. If the work ain't clean, don't come for me. They show up before, but they don't want to come around. I'ma ride this way, put the water right now. I'ma spark this place till the fire burn out.
Water run out. Standing here so long to growing water. We got diseases from mosquitoes that kill your sons and daughters, birds and others. Unsealing the back of the truck. I don't think you understand the feeling of our feelings not in touch. We're gonna come through and make you feel kind of rough. Look at this bullshit.
Hail Mary, full of grace, smack the bitch in the face. Hail Mary, full of grace, smack the bitch in the face. Never not a rapper, that's the baddest parts. In Toronto making hits like I was Alomar. Saute chicken, green peppers at the salad bar. Cops still profile niggas without the avatar. Had 20 niggas, I'm last man standing. My bitch on the runway like a plane landing. It's awesome, shoot up the church like Charleston. Before we listen to Robin Banks, we fucked the Carlton. My mom's brother had that weight, we called him Uncle Phil. Like you can bring us Precious Prince, but I had that fuck as well. I'm in a muscle car, shorty get a foreign. Still I'm in a cut, cause some fucking party scoring. Niggas that was worried, over whores that were whoring. If I put my 50 cents in, it rains when it's pouring. Like none of you niggas fucking with me. Dollars, my young boy gon' smoke up for 150. I'm trying to lead this world with 200 pick me. If the soldiers were sword, I got 300 with me. Did you say your prayers for the day yet? Niggas getting smoked and had to take a rain check. Hail Mary, full of grace, smack the bitch in the face. Hail Mary, full of grace, smack the bitch in the face. Like bitch, you're dead wrong. I know that they ain't about that. We was cutting beef up, mad cows and all that. Can't tell you about the trauma that was last night, but I got the compact, beam with the flashlight. I know they hate to see me like the gaslight. Me versus them, well that's a landslide. I swear they rooting for the feds to win. A man got smoked and his homie ran to Edmonton. If I die, don't call my next of kin. Better act like cartel or move like you a Mexican. You ain't even smell the shit that you was stepping in. You can ask Kiss, former Rough Rider president. If they hitting, then we hitting back like Jono. We grew up off of cow foot and chicken back, y'all know. No love for informers or a licky back. Big gun, pussy guaranteed he get lit with that. My papa said I had no autopsy. I stay giving niggas autopsy.
Delete my old fucking messenger. Yo, that's illegal.
Smack the bitch in the face.
Fucking banks deleting all the old messages and filling it up with new ones that have nothing to do with anything. Get all your legal notices. You've got 7 cents left. The fuck? I did not give you permission to do any of that. I do not give you permission to do any of this shit. Fucking pussies. And they'll be, oh, well, we deleted it, therefore it doesn't exist no more. And I say, no, that's not what delete means. You erased it and scrubbed it, randomized. Well, you didn't do that. You used the word delete, which means it's still there. Bring it back, please. And you don't like the fact that I say my people can do that if you hire them. Oh, no, can't pay niggas for that. We can't trust you with your own information. How come my earliest notice here comes from 2018? I've been banking with y'all for 20 fucking years. Where'd all my notices go? You don't have any permission to delete any of them. No, you don't. This will be your only legal notice period, and we will store it indefinitely. You can't change that after the fact and say, oh, we sent you a notice. Or you can't. Is that why you're pulling out of the Caribbean? You charge $3 a hit to Haiti and all that shit? It's on, nigga. It's on. You're doing it to me, you're doing it to every fucking old person and everybody waiting on it too. Why'd you close my fucking mutual fund account? You don't like me making money every transaction? Every fucking transaction, I gotta explain to some white guy that I want to do. Even though I've told them repeatedly, I don't want to talk to men on the phone. Francophone women are nobody. Hello, Bob here. Would you like to play with my dick? No. Why I gotta hear that shit on the phone?
These words are shots that you take with no chase. Life without me is like a song without bass. Done killed the beat, now I caught a murder case. Switch up my motives just up with my personality. Got my
withdrawal, debit card transaction. Wow, you're not even allowed to look at your fucking messages. They don't keep moving, man. I'm going to no. Now it's it was red, so we deleted it. No. Oh, it's because your screen is this, and this is this, and that's that. No. We've been doing this for 20 years. You've been fucking me around for 20 years. I'm Dutch. You're the only bank that ever spelled my name right. And you're still trying to pretend you've been doing this longer than me. You don't know what you're doing. Mark unread. Thank you. Why? Because once it's read, they're allowed to do what they want with it. Withdrawal, debit card transaction, motherfucker. Balance, deposit, checking statement ready, withdrawal, deposit, an update to your checking account. Oh, that's interesting. Balance under $5, balance under $5, checking statement, balance, update to our account terms. May checking statement. Well, now it's vibrating. Oh, did you see what it just did? It scrolled back to an update to our account terms, tapped on it, opened it. Now, no matter what I do, it's going to end up getting deleted. Watch. July 1st, 2020. That's great. And you're going to tell me that I read this, even though I didn't. We're clarifying your responsibility to review your account activities regularly. What did I say? The new clause requires you to notify us of any errors, irregularities, or unauthorized transactions. Then it says in bold, immediately. Nope. No, you're not. You're required within 30 days of receiving the statement. It doesn't matter what these assholes say. Effective July 1st, 2020, if you see an irregularity from a previous month and don't notify us within 30 days from whichever is earlier of A, the date you actually saw the irregularity, or B, the 15th day of the current month. So no matter what month it is, I got to do it in the first half? Really? Oh no, previous means this and prior means... No, it doesn't. It says a previous month. It doesn't say the previous month. It says a, you fucking retard. Will deem your capital A account activities to be accurate and authorized by you, and you'll have no claim against us for the irregularity. Not true. You deem it to be done, and you deem it that I will have no claim against you. Previously, you had to notify us within 30 days of the date of the account statement or the transaction date. The date you actually saw the irregularity. Or B, the 15th of whatever current month it is. Right, and if I call them up about this, they're going to do what? Nothing. The CSRs at Scotiabank are the fucking worst. Watch, I'm going to click done. It'll get deleted. Watch. Oh, it won't respond. That's good. Oh, there it goes. Open more messages. That's good. I'm not clicking on them. Not even close. You just brought it back up again. I'm gonna click the back button this time. No, nothing. No, you brought it all the way. No, no, no. I'm not fucking finished. They're all getting marked on red because you're not playing this game of how it's legal for you to do this and that. No, it's not. You do this to fucking ignorant white people. You're not doing it to niggas. Mark on red. By the way, why is the mark on red button overlapping with the delete button? 95 on red. Now what's strange is it got up to 100, then it said 100 plus, and then they started overwriting each other. Now it just says 95. What happened to those 5? I didn't delete them. You've got a dozen here for transactions. I didn't make this happen. Where are all my fucking legal notices? Thought I was just showing off like how much money I got. Nothing in there. I'll show you. It's $1.43. You know why? Because I don't trust these fucking people to hold my money, eh? And they get mouthy too. I want $4 of $1. Hey, moron, go back a month. You see those transactions? You know why I don't let you hold that money? Because you're not trustworthy with a penny. Why'd I give you $1? I can't trust you with $1. Why would I give you 100? There's those recorded messages get replayed at fucking meetings over and over because I close the account and I always do things like this at the leading edge of the wave or the trend. Oh yeah, they get mad at me. They want to fucking accuse me of somehow interfering with their business. You closed my mutual fund account, stupid, so I cannot invest in your mutual funds. Which is illegal too. You're supposed to be able to buy them off any mutual fund dealer. Yeah, Canada's a fucked up place, eh? According to the CIA World Factbook, we're like the fucking money laundering capital of the fucking world. So you're starting to catch on to why I just take the money out when it comes in. I don't bother with. Yeah, every time I show you people how to invest in all these things, what happens? Those are the videos that get seriously fucked with, and then my accounts get fucked with. Right? No, actually, I got that bad. They don't fuck with those videos because they can't. In Canada, anybody can be a financial advisor. In Canada, there is no test or certificate. There is no thing that authorizes you to be a cop. If someone has hired you to be a police, then you are a police. In Canada, yes. Special constable. All security guards are special constables on the properties they've been hired to protect. Go look this shit up and tell me I'm lying. Now, when you got somebody who graduated from a private career college, Toronto Police Academy or whatever, giving medical advice, and they're all giving medical advice, they're also espousing hate speech. They're trying to tell me the history of what Dutch people did to Italians and Germans. What all those evil niggers and Jews did in the 40s to all the white people. Right. I'm supposed to let them do this, spit in my face and walk away? No. Counting coups. Every time you fucking said that shit, I touched you. That's counting coups. Oh, I don't want to assault. I don't want to charge him with assault. Bullshit. You've got the nigger security guard and the white person pretending to be a native trying to convince me the police came and thoroughly investigated me and charged me. Oh, no, don't. None of that shit happened. None of it happened. This is why the eviction notice is written on a city home piece of paper, you fucking retards. Remember, this is the security guard that got caught giving the keys to some random person to open the door because they said they were somehow related to my medical file or something. What the fuck this is? Oh, I'm going to do a safety check. You let a fucking child molesting rapist into somebody's house because they said they were going to do a safety check? You know, so every time I've called the cops and someone has been in this building shouldn't have been, they never see my knife on the camera, according to them. Pussy's fucked up. Pussy's fucked up. Putting your hands on me, telling me you're gonna charge me. You're gonna talk white supremacist shit. Tell me how I'm the racist. I got 4 white cops standing in front of me. Oh, that one's black and that one's Chinese. That one's that. And you can be black too if you want to be, because white people have sickle cell, not black people. What the fuck are you talking about? It's not in the ancient medical text. It wasn't fucking known about on the fucking. Let me rephrase it. It wasn't taken from the ancient medical text into white people's medicine in the last few hundred years. No, it wasn't. don't think the Chinese would have any real good reason for knowing about it. It wouldn't be widespread knowledge. Africa, well, you keep burning down the libraries and killing off the medicine man. So, but those people got around. Their markings are all over the fucking world before yours. That's why you keep trying to destroy them. Anything that's native, these white people fucking graffiti, whatever. If they know that it's native, they won't touch the graffiti because they don't know what it says. They can't read our markings. They're so fucking stupid. They can't. If I write in English, native, oh, that'll get scratched off and everything that day. Is that Roadrunner? Is it Roadrunner? And I might have these two cars mixed up too. There's a green tin with a 392 on the rear fender. Yeah, I think it's Mopar. I don't remember off the top of my head. Is that the Roadrunner Super B thing? It's so fucking back in the 70s. Hemi Cudas and all that. I don't give a fuck. It's not a Kia. Is it good? Does it go when I step on the gas good?
After a shooting in North York. It happened just before 6 this evening at Steeles Avenue West and Guion Spring Drive, just east of Kipling. Eastbound Steeles is now open at Kipling. It was closed earlier for the investigation. Long-term care residents can now leave their facilities for overnight trips. These trips, of course, must be matched with all the proper physical distancing measures, and residents are required to wear masks throughout the entire trip. 680 News Time, 9:46. Time for 680 Sports from Sportsnet 590. Here's Colin Teskey.
Blue Jays opening up a 4-game set with the Orioles in Buffalo, and the Jays were sporting a 3-2 lead in the 8th. Jordan Romano also in to pitch and was looking good until he faced Renato Nunez.
Full count pitch is swung out and belted. Deep left field and headed for the screen, and it's a tie game.
And things got worse for Romano. He left the game immediately after the tying home run and was ruled out with an injury to his right middle finger. It's now 3-3 as we head to extra innings. You can listen on Sportsnet 590 The Fan and watch on Sportsnet. Meantime, Milos Raonic defeating Stefanos Tsitsipas in straight sets. He moves on to the finals in Cincinnati. The Raptors play Game 1 of their second-round series against the Boston Celtics Sunday at 1 p.m. Well, the NHL will resume on Saturday. Bruins and Lightning kick things off at noon. The Lightning lead that series 2-1. At 7 p.m., it's the Islanders and Flyers. That series not up at 1 game apiece. And the Vegas Golden Knights and Vancouver Canucks will close out the evening. That series also tied at 1 game apiece. Sports at 15 and 45 past every hour or anytime at sportsnet.ca.
The skunks, rabbits, raccoons, coyotes, foxes, cats.
But since
Well, you don't see his
1988,
dogs.
we've taught over 3.5 million music lessons and are internationally acclaimed. And now with our full online offering, you can bring Merriam School quality right into your home with thousands of songs, virtual recitals, and of course our famous teachers. Visit Merriam Music and learn why we're different from all the rest and consider the very
That was liquid up to
Merriam
2
Music
hours.
Online Academy.
The Markville Toyota family is always happy to see you. Come on over and get in on Toyota Red Tag Days, where you can lease or finance this 2020 Camry from 0% or get cash savings up to $1,500. More comfortable staying at home? Get all the same offers and buy a car in your underwear at MarkvilleToyota.com. Hey, family takes care of family, right? Markville Toyota. Welcome to the family. Highway 7, just east of McAllen.
Air Canada hoping to roll out COVID testing for passengers arriving at Pearson to help persuade the federal government to end stringent quarantine
You know why?
rules
To
that
help
stifle air travel.
persuade
Here's 680's Mama
the
Crushy.
The
government.
day after Labor Day, Air
What
Canada
testing
wants
are
to
you
start
gonna do?
offering voluntary testing to passengers returning from abroad to Pearson airports
And then
Why
10
is
of
the
those passengers are
airline
getting twice
offering
more
this?
at home over the next 10 days.
So you're going to be randomly doing this in the
Canada's
fucking
biggest
terminal,
airline is hoping this
in
will
the
prove
waiting
successful
area,
in
while
convincing
everybody
the
else
federal
is just
government
leaving.
to ease off forcing returning
Somehow you think this is going to work.
travelers
You're going to hold them up in
14
a common area with millions of people going through it, and somehow you think you're exposing them to it less?
Absolutely, as we look at options going forwards and reducing the
You're proving
more
how stupid you are
restrictive measures at the
every fucking
border,
day.
how we apply testing in that context is being actively explored.
The TAM says one of the main concerns is because it can take time for the virus to present itself. Someone testing negative right away does not mean they don't have the virus, which is why the 14-day isolation period is the most effective safety measure.
It's mandatory. Test or no test. And it's going to stay mandatory. No matter what happens with this virus, coming to this country, you're going to
This
be
report brought to you by MyScopeAndCommenters.com. Northbound 400, trouble-free from Toronto all the way up to the Barrie area. Haven't had any problems whatsoever on the 400 extension through McTier or Parry Sound. Even northbound Highway 11, that was moving well north of the split through Aurelia, Gravenhurst, and the Bracebridge area. If you're on Highway 7A both ways through Port Perry, just east of Port Perry, east of Island Road, we had reports of single-lane paving, but no delays at this point.
somewhere around Tweed. I don't remember exactly where, but I would find Tweed.
Keep in mind that the Centennial Parkway is closed. That is because they've closed the self-service road between Centennial Parkway and Lake Avenue for collision investigation. With constant traffic on the nines, I'm Colette Desjardins.
Bob Clark and his team know the luxury market the best. They represent the most luxurious waterfront cottages in Muskoka. List yours today. Visit mymuskokacottages.com.
680 news time, 9:51. It's now time for traffic weather together on the ones with the last report of the evening. Here's Christine Lantos.
Thank you, Carlene. This report is brought to you by Sportsnet. And what the report is, there's very little going on the major routes this evening. What a surprise. Eastbound 401 at the Allen in the Express. There's construction in the right lane, and at the Allen in the Collectors, left lane is closed, but it's not causing any slowdown for you. And there aren't any slowdowns on the westbound 401. North and southbound John Valley Parkway in great shape at this time. Now, we do have construction on the 427, northbound 427 ramp to westbound 401 Collectors. Right lane is closed, and don't forget we have the entire 427 closed between Highway 7 and Zenway, but that construction is long-term, so nothing new. Southbound 427 ramp to westbound 401, there's construction in the left lane here as well. And at last check, we still had lanes blocked on northbound Markham Road at 14th Avenue because of a collision and police activity in the area. The internet, bringer of top 10 lists no one asked for, and sports, beautiful sports. Live stream sports with Sportsnet now. Visit smnow.ca for details. Your next report is at 10:01 with Michael Ranger. And now with the forecast, here's Denise Andriachi.
Scattered showers and the threat of isolated thunderstorms for the GTA this evening and overnight. 20 to 30 millimeters of rain are possible. Heavier amounts through areas like Hamilton, which is under a special weather statement to see 30 to 50 millimeters of rain. We have a chance of showers Saturday morning. It's a mostly cloudy day tomorrow. Highs near 25, feeling like 31 with the humidity. For Sunday, Monday, the sunshine returns. Temperatures a little fresher for both days. Highs near 23. The overnight low tonight near 20 degrees.
Downtown Toronto right now, we're sitting at 21 with some light rain outside. And over at Toronto Pearson, it's 20 and light rain as well. 680 news time, 9:53.
This extended forecast is brought to you by Walmart.
Get ready for back to school with low prices at Walmart. Save $1.53 on a box of Kellogg's family-sized cereal. Now only $4.44 at Walmart.
All of us have a role to play in safely reopening Ontario's schools. That's why the Ontario government asked doctors, health officials, school boards, and educators to help build a
Really? Because they all said niggers don't deserve nothing, so don't waste the money on it.
Includes physical distancing.
And that's the so-called history and facts and evidence that they're basing everything on. Oh, yes, it is. The residential school system is still run by the same school board. Yes, it is.
Reopening schools. Paid for by the government of Ontario.
There's a 110-year overlap. There's a 110-year overlap. Anyway.
680 News.
Next time you see me, I'm always running a big
News time,
team.
9:54. A store in Yorkdale has had to temporarily close after an employee tested positive for the virus. A Foot Locker employee contracted COVID-19, and a mall spokesperson tells 680 News they closed the store for a deep cleaning after being notified yesterday. What officials haven't confirmed is when the employee last worked at the mall. This is All News Radio.